Yakisugi is an ancient Japanese architectural technique that was used to preserve Japanese cedar or sugi wood. It was invented in the 1700s when the durability of homes in remote areas became a major concern. The process of slightly charring the surface of the wood without burning the whole piece is called carbonization. It neutralizes the cellulose or carbohydrates in the wood, which is a source of food. This makes it undesirable to termites, fungus, bacteria, and pests. It is also waterproof, fire retardant, and resistant to rot. It can last over 100 years with no intervention.
I'm building raised beds for my garden, and rather than buying expensive cedar or using treated lumber, I'm just using yellow pine that you can find from Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, any big box store. So I've got 8-foot sections, 4-foot sections that I've sawed, and the next step will be the placing them on these old ladders and charring or burning the outer surface to extend their life by double or maybe triple. What you're looking for is that nice alligator crackle. Gotten that, you don't need to burn anymore. The next step is to knock off the soot layer with a stiff brush before I flip them over and do the other side. And then I'll hose them off. This way when I'm working with them, I'll still wear gloves, but I won't get so black in handling them. This will knock down that existing soot layer on the surface. But I'll do these, but I have a lot more to go next. You want a brush that's relatively short bristled and stiff, not some soft brush. You're really trying to knock that ash layer down, get all that soot off. Otherwise, every time you work with this wood, in this case garden beds, you will be getting black and sooty on you. So brushing this layer off and then hosing it off or blowing it off with compressed air will keep you cleaner when you work with it later. I would not suggest doing this on a concrete driveway. Here it's just gravel, it'll wash away, but if you did it on concrete, it would probably stain it. 12 4x8 beds, so this is 72 8-foot long 2x6s. Each bed will be 2 2x6s tall, so these pieces will go in the corners and midspan, so there'll be a corner piece to join these and the ends, a midspan piece, and then another corner piece. So that's what all these chunks here are. But for now, all of the wood has been charred, swept, cleaned off, and the next step is to build the beds themselves. So here's the first of 12 raised beds put together. I have a little gap between them that gets filled with dirt. So the bed, like I said, is 2 by 6s tall. That's how I construct the corners. There's a mid piece in the center. And now it is on my trailer for transport back to the garden area. Only 11 more to go. You've seen the drone view. Here is the ground level view. We've kept room for our large wheelbarrow to fit between all the rows in this direction. And then we've got that helper right there. And that has to fit through all of these spaces, so that's 50 inches and enough room on the end to turn. So those are 12 raised beds that once I level them, none of them are level yet. That'll take a little bit of work. Some are high in the corners. I want to make it nice and level. Then there'll be some native soil below that, so all told they'll probably be a little bit deeper than 12 inches of soil in there, which is plenty for anything I'm going to grow. 12 inches is just great. Then we have to focus on keeping all the pests out. So we're gonna fence this area off, and we've got room for expansion on the ends of each row. We can fit a few more raised beds for another year. We're not going to try to do them all in the first year. We've got too many other projects going on. But there you go. 12 raised beds burnt with the Yakisugi Method to preserve them, hopefully many, many, many years. Thanks for watching.